Hey guys, what's going on? And, welcome back to not the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe right now. You might be thinking, excuse me, I clicked on a Stanley Parable video. What is this garbage? But I want to go over a bunch of things first that have been changed or slash new. The channel recently got updated, and I want to go over that with you guys. Because the first time I didn't go over it with you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna go over it with you. Also, there's like 3 different announcements I have to do. And, yeah, I think that's it. So we're just going to go over them. I'm going to leave a timestamp on the video currently right now. If you want to skip over it, or like if you're watching this for like the second time, you want to go to the next, you want to just skip it and go to the video. I'll leave a timestamp on screen right now so you can skip to the actual Stanley Parable gameplay. So, first big announcement. You might have noticed, I will probably put this on screen for you guys. You might have noticed a teaser image that was on, that like got updated on Zex's Friday, which I think that was correct. So, big announcement, here we go. You ready for this? I don't think you guys are ready.
But I am.
So, all of you guys were questioning like what it is. A lot of you were trying to figure out what it was. None of you got it correct. Just saying.
Bruh.
None of you got it correct. Someone was close. Someone was close. They got the idea of it, but they didn't get what it is. So, the Provokers, right? This is, and you're about to be crazy, because it's actually happening. Me and my friends have an official podcast that you can listen to on every platform you have right now. It's on Google, well, it's not on Google yet. It's on Amazon Music. It's on Spotify. It's on iTunes. It's going to be on iHeartRadio soon. Yeah, you just heard the words that came out of my mouth. The Provokers is a collab, yes, but it's also a podcast that you can listen to right now. In fact, there's 3 episodes you can listen to right now. There's also the instruction one, but it's not really an episode. So just go to any streaming platform. There's going to be links in the description from every video we do from now on. So yeah, there's links in the description for literally anything you can get it on. We're also, the ones I can even list them right now. So basically it's on everything that you can think of. So right now it's on RSS, Spotify, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcasts, Podcast Index, Listen Notes, and it's coming onto Pandora, TuneIn, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and Deezer. All of those are podcast websites and podcast things that are like very prominent. So yes, you heard that correctly. So go check it out. It's a really cool podcast. Now we don't have like professional equipment or anything, but we're doing our best, and so it'd be really amazing if you guys go listen to it. So it's on like I just said, it's on everything I just listed. So go check it out. It's called The Provokers, and it has the same image you're seeing here. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We're working with Amazon, Spotify, and stuff, and that's just crazy. So you definitely go listen to it. We're kind of basically the basis of the episodes is we're going to be talking about a topic, and then whoever, like the 2 people that are not the hosts are going to be fighting for points. Whoever gets the most points then becomes the next host for next week's episode, and then they get to pick the topic as well. So basically, I was the first host, and then it went over to my friend John, then went back to me. But basically, Chosen got this correct. This owl is referencing John, the Xbox 54 is referencing Noah, and the ghost is Phasmophobia and relating to me. So yeah, that's what this is. So go listen to it. Pretty great. So with that being said, I want to also announce one more thing that we haven't announced. These 2 already know about it, but we haven't really announced yet. We are currently in the process. Now it's it's in very rough draft form. We are not like ready to publish this yet. We're not ready to even give you a date yet. Basically, me, Zach, and Isabel are working together on a board game. Yeah. A board game. We are working together on a board game, and it's gonna, I can't really tell you what it's relating to. All I can tell you is the name is Breaking Free, in case that gives you any hints. So yeah, that's we're doing that, and now I think I can go over the actual channel updates. So channel updates, May 30th of 2022. That's what this is now. So we have a new channel banner, classic. We have a new watermark, which I'll go over that soon. We have a new about page. We have a new channel layout. We have new super chats, new super stickers, and new super thanks. I'll go over all of these in the update notes. Changes. This one's interesting. So there we go. Membership tiers are getting completely reworked. A new challenger approaches. Here is the stats for the new perks. So if I go down a little bit, so Zachary's tier, Zach's getting added to something. He's not really losing anything, but he's getting thing added, and the thing that you get is an extra bonus. You get your name on our podcast website. We have a website as well. Yeah. So we have a podcast website, and it's all, it kind of lays down the groundwork for who we are, what we're doing, why we're doing it. It gives you a list of the episodes where you can go see them and that kind of stuff. So that will also be in the description as well. So you get your name on the website essentially forever. It doesn't go away. Even if you lose your even if you get rid of your thing, you're still on the website. So there you go. It's basically you're embedded on the website forever. All right.
Wow.
Isabel's tier is the first tier that's losing something, but you also get ad-free videos with her. Now, ad-free videos, I know how annoying ads can be. Trust me, I watch YouTube too. They're the most infuriating thing on the planet. So if you want an ad-free experience, then get Isabel's tier or higher, and boom, there you go. You get ad-free videos. Pretty great. The only thing, the reason that's there is because fully uncut videos is getting deleted, because there's too many times where I'm thinking, there's no cutting I'm not cutting the video down, so why would this be here? Yeah. That was just kind of a spontaneous thing that we thought of. It was a good idea at the time, but I think ad-free videos is way more prominent. I think a lot more people would care about that than the fully uncut videos. There's only certain times where I cut things in videos. Okay, my tier got dramatically changed. Yep. Okay, so I am getting your question at the end of the video per week. So I'll go over this. I'll try to see if I'll go over that in a second. So I get your question at the end of the video. I'll go over that in a second. Your name and credits of future/ongoing projects. This basically means, for example, in the mod, right? There's going to be a credits scene, obviously, because it's a game. And so if you want your name in the credits of the game, because remember, this is a mod that's going to be on the planet forever until the world collapses. So if you want your name on the credits, then there you go. That's how you get it. However, I am losing these three things right here. I'm losing the most. So I'm losing future ARG project teasers. I'm losing ARG podcasts. And I'm losing the behind-the-scenes ARG monthly. Now, you might be like, what? Why? Why are we losing three amazing things relating to ARG? That's because, as it says up here, a new challenger is approached. And that is, of course, Char's tier. Now, honestly, I didn't want 4 tiers, but YouTube only allows a certain amount of perks per thing, so I had to make a new tier. And I figured, of course, she's the big baddie of the ARG, and so it makes perfect sense to have her. Plus, she's also the final tier or final membership thing. If you're a member for, I think it's 24 months. If you're a member for that long, you get Char's golden badge, and so it makes sense that she's the next one. Now, the reason I lost these 3 things is because she's gaining these 3 things. So she has future ARG podcast. So if you are gung-ho about the ARG, definitely should join Char's tier. ARG podcast, also, I'll go over this in a second, but anyone that's on my tier currently, which is right now, it's just revolving, you're not losing any of these right now. Like the ARG podcast I just released, so you can still go watch it. ARG product teaser, I haven't released anything yet. Behind the scenes, you will still get that revolving, just so you know, because I haven't made it yet. But this basically just refers to the next month. And then, of course, she's getting the ARG podcast. She's getting the behind-the-scenes ARG monthly. But she's also getting, if you join this tier, because this is the last tier we're doing. This is the last probably change. We might have to change something later in the line where we do. Isabel has custom video placement and custom challenges. If we get 1,000 people on Isabel's tier or higher, there's going to be a problem. So there might be subtle changes, but this is the last, there's no other tiers are being added. This is the last one. So if you join the highest tier, which by the way is $10, it's only $2 more than mine. If you buy Char's tier, you get to have an input on the board game that we are currently making. You get to make some core decisions because we're going to be making some decisions. So instead of us making the decisions and just going with the flow, we're going to ask you guys for a couple questions per month. And see what you think about it. So there you go. And I think that's how it is. So to find out more, visit the update section. Fixes. All playlists now have, there's only 2 of these. All playlists now have accurate descriptions. Some didn't, so now they're fixed. All videos now have a description because there were some that didn't. So, update notes. There's a new channel banner. Not sure how this happened. There's a new watermark on all of our recent videos. This helps us deal with copyright protection, and it also helps you when it comes to crediting us if you used a piece of our content. So the watermark is going to be it's going to be my icon at the bottom right hand of the screen. It's going to be sort of translucent, but sort of there, and you can't get rid of it. So if you were to take a piece of our content, you don't even have to credit us at that point because it's in the bottom right. And also it also helps us if people were to take our content and then try and get rid of it, because you can't. So there you go. The About page has been slightly reworked. It now offers a link to our podcast website. So that just makes sense, right? So if you go to the About section, there'll be like a section called Links right underneath our mission statement, and then it will just take you directly to our website. And there you go. The channel layout has changed once again. New playlists have been added and featured. So if you go to the homepage, there's going to be a new playlist. I think the reviews playlist is now featured on the homepage. There's been new playlists added to my personal favorites, obviously, because those are going to change. And then I think there's one more that was also changed, but I can't remember what it was.
I can't remember what it was. I remember seeing it, but I can't.
You couldn't have seen it because it just got updated.
I thought I saw it, yes.
It was not out yesterday. Alright, anyway. Super Chat is now available. This allows you guys to send some extra love our way while also highlighting your message in live chat. This only applies to live streams. So, for example, the ARG finales, or the season finales rather, those are live streams. So anything that we do with live streams, this will apply to major future charity live streams that we do. These will just be like an extra bonus thing that you guys can give us. But it also highlights your message above everyone else, so that yours doesn't get lost in the flow. Super Chat, I went over that. Super Stickers are now available. Super Stickers allows you to once again send more love our way. I don't know too much about these, otherwise I would tell you more. But they're activated, so sure. Lastly, Super Thanks is now available. This can be used in the same menu as the like and dislike button. This highlights a message on the video for everyone to see. So this applies to, unlike Super Chats, this applies to just basic videos. So if you want your message to be highlighted and more important than everyone else's, then there you go. Of course, this is replying to the membership thing. Memberships have completely changed. Everyone's tier has either gained an item or lost an item, as we just went over. Oh, did I go over, I did not. Your question at the end of the video. So basically what's going to happen is, on Monday, I'm going to ask the members who are in my tier or Char's tier, and I'm going to be like, hey, you guys have a question for either me, Zach, or Isabel. It can be for all of us. And as long as I have your question by Thursday night, you can submit your question. And basically what happens is, every Friday, we're going to answer one of your questions. So, whatever the question may be. As long as it's not, ridiculously personal. So, there's that. Every single player should now have accurate descriptions that match the content inside. So, obviously. And then all videos that didn't have a description now do. Makes sense. That's it for channel updates. Thanks for reading and sticking around. If you have any questions or concerns about any of these changes, please let me know. So, there you go. So, yeah, I think so. That's all about the things. If you want to see about these things, channel banner, watermark, you'll see in the bottom right. Hopefully, sometimes it's buggy and it doesn't show up. The About page, just gotta go to the About page. I mean, I can show you right now. Actually, go down here. Links, there it is. So if you just click on podcast website, it'll take you directly to our website. I'm not going to show you that here because not my job. So let's go back here, and then we got new channel layout. Like I said, you just got to go to the home page. And then these 3 things, I think the Super Chat and Super Thanks. No, the Super Chat and Super Stickers you need to be in a live stream or video for. And then Super Thanks is in the same panel as the like and dislike button. So you just got to scroll a little bit and you'll find it. And then memberships are live right now. So if you want to switch tiers, or if you want to, basically they're live right now. So you can go check them out as this video's, be even before this video gets uploaded. Yes, the major point of this all is that we have a podcast, so you should go listen to it. One last announcement before we actually dive into the game. I know this is going to be like a 10-minute segment, but there's a special video series coming out on Friday that's going to be really cool, and I can't tell you much about it right now, but what I can tell you is it's Phasmophobia, but way different. I would just say that. And no, it's not the Phasmophobia update that's coming, because that's not even out yet. I'm not, as far as I'm aware. But it's just going to be a different take on a video series. It's actually, someone else has already done this, but I'm taking their idea and spinning it and twisting it a lot. And it's going to be a cool series. It may involve Zach and Isabel. It won't for the first couple episodes, but it might eventually. It might even involve my friends joining as well. Who knows? So just get excited for that, and I think.
Face look like a bird.
Well, you do look like a turd, so I mean, there's also that.
The Stanley Parable 2.
All right. Hopefully it's not laggy this time, guys. I cleared some space before this happened, so I'm gonna hope it's not laggy. If it is, I'm gonna cry because I like the series a lot.
Yeah, I like
Alright.
Stanley Parable.
Also, Revolving commented, he didn't comment this because he just told me on Instagram, but he mentioned he found where the sixth one was, and he said that the hint he gave me was that we were initially right the last episode on where it was.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yeah, we got it.
What?
Okay, so let's go. So,
All of his co-workers were
gone. What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, okay. So, we need the buckets.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked.
Hold the-
Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
And we need to go to the left.
Tightly to his chest.
So, the reason I know where I'm going is because the last time, because remember the hint is something about stairs, right?
Yeah.
And there's only 2 locations with stairs. We already visited the first one, right?
Yes.
So there's only one thing left to do.
We need to find the last Stan Marine or whatever it was called.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet. Simply
Oh,
because
okay,
I
it's the
have
same
no
thing.
remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Now, why would I do that?
We
Yeah.
need to find the...
There it is.
And there it is, the last Stiggly Wiggly. Save it,
Stick-
Stanley.
Stiggly Wiggly.
This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So,
Makes sense.
instead, I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Okay.
Alright.
So we got all of them. Now they say
Paper under those stairs.
there's no what?
Looked like there was something under the stairs.
Yeah, there is, but I can't read it.
Yeah, I don't know what that says.
Now we've done this ending before, but we've never had the
Stanley
bucket down
just
here.
couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself,
This is the exact same thing.
maybe I am crazy.
I thought the bucket down
He
here was...
looked down at the
Oh, there we
bucket
go.
in his
Okay.
arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good
What?
would come from this. Who knows what
Just
sort of
drop the
bizarre
bucket. It wasn't
hallucinations
ours
Stanley might
anyway.
experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him. Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket! Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket
Whoa.
after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket. Come to me, Stanley. Find me. He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. Man, that took a turn.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Yeah, makes sense.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
What?
Bruh.
Yes, that's the way. That's how you get to work. Just backflip your way there.
Backflip. There.
Skip walking's too much work. I mean, like that's
walking
too much
takes
work.
too much
so
energy.
tiring.
I'm too lazy to do
Yeah,
that.
you know, I like whenever I like walk to Zach's room, I just kind of like drop kick him. You know,
Yeah, makes sense.
just on the way there.
Walking is like nah, man.
Well, that was interesting. Whoa.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines, those figures. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of
That
your
is trippy.
entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Okay.
Need to
Alright.
see the figurine.
Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Interesting. The memory zone. You're a fake bucket.
You're a
wannabe bucket.
Fake.
You're a wannabe bucket. You guys are too. You're no
You're
real
just
bucket.
holding thing.
Sweet, sweet zone. Yeah, this is all the same, looks like. Yeah, this is all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we went through here, though. We didn't. There wasn't a downstairs. Oh, I didn't expect I could actually fall down. Okay. Cool.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
7 out of 6. I'm not a big fan of this creepiness of this.
Yeah, why are there so many people trying to grab the Stanley figurine? The Figgly Wiggly.
Shut up. Is that the executive bathroom? Indeed it is.
And here was the second Stanlerine.
8 out
You
of 6.
found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Huh. Interesting.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini-stand? Can you remember?
Okay.
Third mini stand. The boss's office only had the bathroom one, didn't it?
It also had that one that was by like the fire
Oh,
one.
that's right.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it wasn't the warehouse. That was the boxes one, which was number 5, I believe.
Was that the only one in there, though?
That was the only one. There was the bathroom, the long hallway, the fire thingy,
So then it's
the
this way.
stairs, the boxes.
Stop talking.
Sorry.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here, behind the boss's office. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory. but
Fourth
I
one. He's
should
gonna
be
ask us when the fourth one was.
surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Where is the fourth one?
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
No, we.
I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but
Lord.
it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
It didn't.
It did.
Well, this is not. No.
Correct.
This is not correct. 10 out of 6, though. Yeah, this is not. Is this an apple? What is this? Yeah, it's an apple. Yeah. Yeah, this was never in the game. This was never in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's right. We found one in here.
Yeah.
This was the 5th mini-stand, and this one was really something special. It was by the red and blue doors. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
Okay.
Enjoy.
All right.
How you found it? By the narrator. What's that in there? It's mini stand number 5. It's like intentionally poorly done.
Wow.
You found it near the red and blue doors.
We sure did.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Wow.
Credits directed by narrator, edited by narrator, music by narrator, produced by narrator, best boy narrator, starring Stanley.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video.
Did
but
you?
It was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Yeah, 8 minutes.
Okay, they go the same way. I'm going the red door. I want to know where we are right now, because this is like the backstage. And then there's the last one.
Yeah.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here, under the stairs.
What was the
This
fourth
memory
one?
is the
What's
most
the boxes
distinct and
one?
clear in my mind.
Was in the-
Perhaps
was in the
because
cargo
it was the
room.
one
That was the
happened
fourth
more
one?
recently than
Yeah.
all the others.
Huh, so we couldn't go
Who
back
can
there, bro.
truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Oh. Thought the door was going to open. You're in the present.
And
Whoa.
then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Past. Huh. That was weird.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Stay here, keep enjoying these figurines. Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Okay.
Okay then.
Okay, yes, that spot under the stairs, I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going.
Well, it's because it's the most recent one. What is happening right now?
Yeah, what's going on?
He just wants to.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Oh my god!
Okay, it's speeding through.
Yes, I love that video.
Sure you do.
Yeah.
This room never happened. We were never here.
Yeah, I.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
It's not even letting me interact with that one. Huh. Yeah, this room never happened.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not even letting me fiddle with the doors.
Yeah, all I
These
had to
really really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Okay. Ooh. We could disobey and go this way.
Oh.
Remember what happened?
I think we stay in the path right now. What door just closed?
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Well, obviously the thing. Collectibles. The jump circle. I'm still out of jumps though.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories. Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Okay, they both go the same way.
Alright.
And then, of course...
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
I mean, the narration.
There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Interesting. Huh.
One more run.
Does he mean that, though, is the real question.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
The
mean?
bucket's still here?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is there an ending that we want to do?
A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed
I mean, there's
bucket,
endings we
a
haven't
bucket
done
of
with the bucket.
culture and distinction. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door.
I want to go to the left to go to the room again to see if the meeting room's changed, because we collected all of them at this point. But there's also the ending where we got to go to the apartment building, which is on the right. I'm going to the right. I don't know if the
This
meeting
was
room's
not the
changed.
direct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was.
Yep, great room.
Had the
Cool.
bucket turned out to be correct?
No.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Okay, the meeting room looks normal, it looks like. So I'm glad I went this way.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do. Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked. In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here. Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
It's a bucket.
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket. Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together. Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker?
No, she just kept doing that. Meow.
I wish I had done it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
Another video.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny."
What?
Practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
Alright. I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good.
I know, that was terrible.
This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapid they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, with each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
What?
What
The
the heck?
fuck?
This video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Yeah,
Alright.
comedic. Good thing we watched the video because Zach's comedy is like really
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
bad.
Zach- needs to work on that.
Now I know the things with comedic timing.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous.
Oh, we got rid of the
absurd.
thing.
What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley. The bucket spoke. The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Oh, I thought we opened.
I thought we opened it too. I'm like, wait a minute.
I thought we opened
Can
it.
we disobey him again?
Shall we disobey him?
Yes, the lounge. That's great.
I want to go to the broom closet.
Yeah, let's go to the broom closet.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Right. I see you. Okay.
What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again. Yes, surely that will help me improve my...
Oh God.
Oh my god.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Right.
What? We're back at the phone already? No.
Cut off earlier.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Now I want to point out something real quick. I noticed that doors that don't make a clicking sound are doors that are story driven. Like I tried to leave the room with the phone room when it was closed because he locked it, and you noticed it didn't make a sound. Meaning the door in that pink room was story driven somehow. Also, let me go this way again.
What? We're back at the phone already? No.
Okay, so now it's repeating. Do we have to go to the left?
You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Yeah, see? I can't click it because it's story driven.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone.
I did that twice.
Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you
I'm in the broom closet!
for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you...
Oh, I could have kept going. Shoot.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame. Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so mental, I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
Okay, apparently. That happened.
Well.
And if the narrator is correct, which he wasn't, he said that would be the last one.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Did.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Let's grab the bucket and go, I guess, do the other ending, and then we'll probably end the video there.
That stands the test of time. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Nah.
Nay.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do. Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked. In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here. Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
What if I don't wanna?
Now pick up the phone.
Now pick up the fuck.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Yeah, so there are boundaries. Pizza's here. Oh, we're like actually in the apartment now. Yo, this is sick. Because before it was like a fake apartment. It wasn't actually real. Okay, it's midnight.
Even though it's
Sure. We'll go
light.
there. That means we're in Antarctica because there's no. Yeah, because 0000 is midnight. Got some Beats headphones there. Cool. Whatever that thing is. The buckets. We'll pick that up in a second. We got a phone. Sunset magazine. Oh, wait. I won't be able to read it, I don't think. I like something, I just something my something. Oh, hang on, wait, that's... I like my job, I just hate my boss, I think is what that says. Because that was an old one in the previous game. Mile... I never something, hug? I don't know what that is. Got some pots, got a flat screen TV. This is a Roku TV, not sponsored. Jazz music, that's a weird poster. Bucket! Hello, sounds me, your bucket. Press V to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Interesting. So, where do I go now?
The bucket was in there. I think we need to pick it up again.
Where?
In Stanley's room.
Oh, I didn't even see it. Press B to take me back home with you.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To
The
see him
page
delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Mind Control Facility 427. I played the demo. Adventure awaits 8. Narrator Airlines. Nice. Interesting. You're a fake bucket.
You're a trash.
You're not even anything, because I can go right through you.
My gosh.
I've never seen a faker bucket in my life.
That's a bucket.
Oh, that's a real bucket. Yeah, exactly. Looks like these are all the same.
Fake
Plant.
bucket.
Press X to go back to work.
Well, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's
Crazy talk.
it. It doesn't do anything else.
Don't talk about my bucket like that.
Don't listen to the loud man. Press M for us to go back home.
You see, he's not
Now it's
listening.
midnight.
He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Hey! Watch your language, mister.
Yeah.
Press Y to ignore anyone in your life except for me.
It's
Oh.
sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this
We've never
cold,
seen The Office at night.
empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
Looks really cool, actually. I like nighttime stuff because I just like horror games, so it reminds me of horror games. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press F to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid.
My
Like
Valentine.
it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Wait, these weren't here before. That's a bucket. It's a drawing of the bucket.
Buckets.
Press H to relive the same day with me over and over.
Oh my god, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Well, it is more than just a regular bucket because I face this chair, but the bucket does not.
Yes.
Press G to go home to work from home. Okay.
Oh no. I'm having feelings for the bucket. No. What's going on?
That's
Why
open
do
now.
I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
Oh, I want to get over there. There's something on the clock. That actually says 0013. So it's 12:13. What is this? What is that? I have no clue what that is. Also, this got really creepy all of a sudden because you're suddenly having like a dark space with candles and the weird music.
Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket.
My
Stanley.
bucket.
I need it.
This is mine.
Give it to
I'll
me
give it to
now. Give it,
Stanley.
or I'll.
Close your eyes. Go back to work, Stanley. Weird. Okay.
Interesting.
What?
My gosh.
Okay. Well. All right. Sure.
What happens with the bucket now?
Yeah, I wanted to, but we'll have to find that out in the next episode because we're running out of time today. It seems like we only have a few endings left that we haven't done. We haven't even gone downstairs. So you disobey, and then you go out of the laundry room, and then you take a left, and then you go down the elevator. We have not done that with the bucket. We have not gone out the window with the bucket. So there's a couple things left, but I'm sure there's like a story path still, too, as far as I'm aware. So yeah, very interesting endings this time around. So thank you guys so much for watching. On the left, check out the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe playlist. Gonna have all of our Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe with extra new content, so you should go check it out. On the right, I guess check out whatever I feel like it, because there's no game that really relates to this. And of course, guys, consider subscribing if the content you're seeing. Every series we've done to this point will finish, except for Lewis's meant, because Lewis equals Luigi, and everyone, as we saw in the poll, no one likes green. And also, like I said in the beginning, me and my friends have a podcast. You can go listen to it. There's a link in the description. And I think that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.